Right, okay, this is the part of the stream where my stream gets really boring, because we just did like a couple hours of Mario Kart, and now we're going to be playing Final Fantasy. So if anyone was just joining for Mario Kart, feel free to leave now, because you're probably not going to be getting much out of this part of the stream. Also, wait a minute, what's going on here? What do you mean there's a conflict between my... what? Well, I played the game a few days ago. I'll stick with that one, thanks. I don't know what that error message was about with the save, but hopefully I didn't inadvertently delete my previous save file. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. Because your save is always on the console, right? So I'm pretty sure I kept the one that was on the console. Yeah, no, but we're good. We're back at where we left off. Right, okay then, so last time we played Final Fantasy XVI, a bunch of shit happens. I feel like I say that at the start of every session of this game, but I don't think I can go to the world map, but I don't think there's any other place I can go to at this moment. I think I have to, like, be here. Is this Assassin's Creed? You know, I made that very joke the last time I played this game. Like, there was a whole, like, series of cutscenes where there was a bunch of people in, like, hoods and stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know Ubisoft had a hand in this game. Get it? Because they're the ones that make Assassin's Creed games. Anyways, so I need to talk to someone here to advance the story. Also, let me quickly do something with the Elgato. Just need to make sure we are all set for this. So, last time we played this game, I'll try to sum it up as best as I can. Last time we played this game, Sid, fuck, what was the woman called again? June? I forgot. I'm bad at remembering names, but yeah, Sid, the woman character, the doggo, and I all went on this, like, suicide mission to destroy a crystal that was being used, and apparently it powers, like, everything in the world. But it was being used for nefarious reasons, so we had to destroy it for the greater good. Something like that. And now we're on the run from the law, because obviously what we did was very illegal by their standards. But again, we're doing it for the greater good, apparently. So now we're in this, like, hideout on the sea. Like, if you look out to the environment around us, our old hideout got raided and pillaged by, like, the Empire. Like, the Empire found our old hideout, so we got a new hideout, like, in the middle of the sea. So nobody knows what this place is yet. Anyways, enough rambling, let me actually continue the story. So thankfully, Torgal is still with us. Like, I was worried we were gonna, like, kill him off at some point. I mean, they might still do, but...
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Right, okay then. So where is the map room? It's down there, apparently. Oh, Moogle. Nectar. Okay, so apparently this is like a quest board, but I can't get access to it yet. Yeah, I like Moogles. Moogles are cute. Let's see, how do I do this thing? Wait a minute. Is at this. Right, there you go. Can I crouch? Guess not. Oops. I'm trying to do something. Let me just, Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Wait, let's see. Does this look any good? Hang on. Yeah, it looks like he's jumping toward the Moogle. But that's what I was trying to do. I'd say this isn't a fairly accurate representation of how I felt the first time I saw one of those things. I was just like, oh, Moogle, gimme! Now let's go to the map room now.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
So you're probably wondering how I got in this mess.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Okay then. So since a lot of big action happened the last time, there's probably going to be a lot of downtime before the next set piece happens. But hopefully it's not too much boring stuff this time. Because last time I played this game I did mention about how it was like starting to like make me snore a little bit in between the action stuff. I don't mind a little bit of story as long as it doesn't like draw itself out too much, you know.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine.
I just think of the
Welcome
meme.
home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
There you go.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
Yeah, they are. They're right outside. Dude, did you not see them?
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
Oh yeah, another thing that happened the last time.
I should get some rest while I can.
Another thing that happened the last time I played this game, we finally ran into present-day Joshua. And I'm not quite sure what happened to him. I think he absorbed Ultima or something like that. I forget, which is like the villain,
That brand for so
I
long.
think.
I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
By the way, I like how I was trying to talk there and then the game like just interrupts me. Thanks, game.
A rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Okay, I'd like to reiterate that this game has like a bunch of voice acting, and yet there is no voice acting for... Okay, can you shut up for a minute? This game has like so much fucking voice acting, and yet there is zero voice acting for the Moogles, and I'm just sitting here being like, why though?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Anyway, I'm just gonna follow the motions here and just like get things done. Oh, is this where I do my refights and shit? Wait, can I refight the bosses? Or is it just common enemies? Wait, what is this? Okay, this is... No, this isn't what I thought it was. The Oath. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Cid. This crystal shard, transfixed with twin daggers, is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. This is not at all what I thought this was. Like, what was the thing that lets me do the refights where I, like, do training with, like, the previous, like, enemies and stuff? I'm not sure if that's in this new hideout. Reading table. I'll read that in a minute. Let me check the map, actually. Yeah, I think it was this thing, the Arte Stone. Where is that? Hang on. Oh, some stuff there. Okay, I know where I'm going now. Sorry, I got a bit turned around there. So yeah, the Arte Stone. I want to see if I can refight the bosses, or if it's just like regular enemies. Because it was a really cool boss fight I did the last time. Arcade mode. Well, that's interesting. So, there's kind of a form of replayability here, in the form of like replaying the levels just with like a score attack sort of thing going on. It's kind of neat. Or you can just play the levels as normally intended. So wait a minute, Hall of Virtue. Okay, that one's not unlocked yet. How do I change the... wait a minute. Training options? Okay, so I think it's just like regular enemies. I don't think boss fights are like included here. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, no, it's just regular enemies, so you can't refight bosses as far as I'm aware. But you could probably go to stage select and like do it there if you want. How do I leave? Wait, how do I leave again? There it is. Sorry about that. Let's just ignore that for now and let's continue the story.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. So I have this to look into now. The Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned at the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you there. Well, I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. I'm good at reading. I swear I am.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
Her name was Jill, not June.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Yeah, that's right. This was the thing that I was talking about with Joshua. So he did not die on that one night.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sid apparently died. I think he did die. I have Sid's power now. He gave it to me at the last moment. Meanwhile...
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
Why does Joshua just look like a Kingdom Hearts character?
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Talking about shadows now, he really is a Kingdom Hearts character. Next he'll be yapping on about the darkness.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest? What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, You might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Have you finished sorting those reports yet?
I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own work.
Wait, where am I going? Oh, do I have to like go to the overworld? It's like one of those things. Can I just do this? Right, I guess I can travel now. I can go back to the older places, but I don't see any side quest stuff going on right now, so... Wait, there's a side quest here apparently. Wait a minute. There's a side quest right there. Let me activate that real quick. Just getting my bearings. This is my first time in this new location, so I'm still getting myself acquainted with it. Also, I wonder where Torgal is. Haven't seen him. I'm sure he'll tag along with me once I start going out and about.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Welcome back. Right, now we can go and do stuff. You didn't miss much, it was just some story stuff. You can ride the boats. It's basically just... not... How do I explain this? Technically they're riding the boats, but you don't actually see them riding the boats. Like, the boats are just the means to, like, travel back to the mainlands. Because our hideout is, like, in the middle of the ocean.
Forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
God damn it. Every fucking time I forget that, where I waste a potion instead of, like, summoning Torgal. That's fine, I've got it set to Torgal now. Like, they really should have it set to Torgal by default. I use Torgal more than I use potions. There.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Right, well that's that side quest done. Back to the hideaway. Is this Dark Souls? Not really.
Welcome back, Sid.
Right, there's your stuff.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
That was an easy side quest. Oh yeah, I need to spend my magic points or whatever for the upgrade points. I forget what they call it. Let's see, let me look at that real quick. Ability points. I've got like almost 3,000 ability points that haven't been spent yet. Rook's Gambit. Jump back, then deliver a punishing counter. If the jump evades an attack, counter potency is increased. Aerial Blast. Summon a tornado that slowly hunts down nearby enemies and upon ensnaring them inflicts multiple hits. Sounds useful. Wait, can I master this or is it mastered? Upgrade? Not sure what upgrading that does exactly, like it doesn't say. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to other nearby enemies. Or, Judgment Bolt. Summon from the heavens a mighty 11 bolt that deals massive damage to a single target. Also got this stuff. Burning Blade. Hold square to imbue Clive with Clive's blade with fire. Release to unleash a powerful attack. I'll give that a try. It's only 25. I don't know if I really need Taunt, to be honest. Did I master the downward thrust attack? Stomp. Magic Burst. Wait a minute, which one is the downward thrust? Dodge. Jump. Lunge. Down thrust. Yeah, I mastered this one already. Oh, I can upgrade the limit break? Interesting. I'm gonna get this one. And I guess I'll upgrade the limit break as well. Oh, you can upgrade that again. It costs 2,000 though, but that's cool. Eventually I can get another upgrade for that. I'm not sure what the upgrade does, but I'm assuming it gives me like another bar on the limit break meter. I guess I'll find out when I next get into a battle. Or maybe if I look at my character stats I can see it. Yeah, there you go, I've got 3 bars now, so upgrading gives you another bar. That's good to know. Right, let's go continue with the story then. Let's go see where Martha went. Oh yeah, I need to assign that skill, don't I?
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Right, before we do that, let me just quickly assign this. Wait a minute. Wicked Wheel. Gouge. Yeah, we're going to change that one. How do I... Okay, I think I do it here. Deadly Embrace. Wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to go with that one instead.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to physical, shall we?
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Right, well that can't be good.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Where is... Isn't there a shop here? Hang on. I guess the shop isn't in effect right now. Wait, what's this? Oh, you're a merchant, right, okay.
How do?
Just want to buy another potion since I accidentally wasted one earlier. Oh, I can buy elixirs now? Instantly restores all HP. Ooh. So 10,000 each though, but I'll buy one.
There you go.
And I'll buy one potion, thanks.
Much obliged.
So wait, what? Battle chains? Okay, that's worse than what I've got right now. Yeah, no. Not as good.
Very well.
Look at the blue glow. Yeah, that is a water crystal. That's how they get water in this world. Right, let's go see what we can do about this. Hopefully Martha's okay. Oh, hey, Torgo. Torgo just shows up out of nowhere. Oh yeah, I don't know if you've seen this pixel, but when I save the game, you see the little sprites there? Like, even Torgo gets a sprite. The dog. So how tough are the enemies now? Level 19? That's not too bad. Okay, that's cool. Charging your blade like that.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Oh yeah, Pixel, look, there are chocobo in the wilds. You cannot ride them, but you can actually engage in battle with them. I'm not going to do that though. I don't know if you can ride chocobo later in this game, maybe like at a certain point you can. But right now they're just enemies that you can engage with. Well, they're only enemies if you hit them first. Easy.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Seems like we might be too late.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
So can you make out what's happening right now? Don't you dare hurt Torgo. Bitch.
Farewell.
Yeah, just casually summons a fucking tornado as an attack. Also got some good juggling potential with that item, with that move rather.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Wait, what's that green point for? I don't know what that means. Huh. I'm guessing that's a new mechanic.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
I'm guessing he's in here then.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
Damn.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Right, time to do away with the remains, which is, you know, kind of sad that we're doing that. So yeah, the story in this game gets pretty dark and dour, I've noticed. Not to say that Final Fantasy is a game that's associated with, like, you know, light-hearted, happy-go-lucky stuff, but I never thought I'd see, like, Final Fantasy, like, go to this extreme in places. I'm fine with it, though. I mean, it's engrossing, the storytelling. Wait a minute, am I... Wait. Okay, I have to go around this way to get there. I thought I missed a bridge or something, but no, you just walk around it. Oh, what be this? New enemy type? Okay, I haven't seen this thing before. Aramin C rank? Wait, what the hell? A bounty? Also, why does this look like a Dragon Quest monster? Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but are also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear and exist upgrading ones. Right, let's try fighting it then.
What do I say? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Oh fuck, my controls are reversed. Wait, what the hell? Okay, they're fine now. My controls got all fucky there when that happens. Fuck.
To me, boy.
There. Decent bit of damage there. Not quite sure what's going on there.
Let's try. This one.
There we go. Oh boy, here we go again. Oh fuck. That's actually my first death. I didn't realise that was going to one-shot me there. I should have healed before that happened. Oh man, do I have to like do all that again? Oh, piss off.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oh, come on. This far back? Really? Wait. Okay, so it's not that I have to, like, do all those cutscenes again, it's just that it sent me to the nearest, like, quick travel point, but I'm still, like, dumping the remains into the river, so... I haven't technically lost progress, but it sent me further away from where I was going, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, because now I have to, like, go all the way back over there again. Still annoying, though, like, they could have just let me restart the fight or something, I don't know. That would have been nice. Wait, where am I? Hold on. Okay, I'm going entirely the wrong way. I wonder if that fucker's there again, because I want to try fight it again. Like, I haven't died once in this game so far, that was the first thing to actually kill me. I can't accept that, I want to go back and try fight it one more time. My mistake was not healing when I had the chance to. I thought I was in the clear, but no, I wasn't. God, I hate the way this area is designed. I go this way.
And they call themselves our countrymen.
Right, well, since I used up a potion, I'm gonna go buy another one. Hold on a minute.
Take care out there, eh?
Turns out I don't need to.
Thank you, Founder.
Right, let's go all the way back there again. Yeah, that fucker's still here. Right, let me do a quick save. Hang on. Ugh, I want to explain something real quick. Okay, so when I do L and R to go through the menus, like, I can go through them fairly quickly, right? But when I go to map, it has to fucking load in the map, which takes, like, about 2 seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot, but being unable to, like accidentally jumping to the map and then being unable to jump to either journal or system for, like, 2 whole seconds really fucking annoys me. Like, that's happened many times. Just because it has to, like, load in the entire map every time I go to that screen, unintentionally. Ow! Okay. God, I hate that move. I'm not even entirely sure how to dodge it. Oh, just get outside the ring? Okay then. It was that simple. Classic case of me overthinking things. There we go. Okay, where are you? Okay.
Nice try.
Yeah, get fucked. Oof.
I've heard talk
Oh. Oh.
Fine how. To me, boy. Nice try.
Oh.
Nice try.
We got it this time. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we got this. Oh, Jesus.
You're a fine hound. Too slow.
Yeah, got rid of him the second time. I got 5,000 gold for that. Nice. I don't know what this green point is. Like, look on the side there. Like, the red one is your experience points, right? The blue one is your abilities points. That's for buying, like, upgrades to your abilities. The gold one is gil, so that's the money you use to buy stuff. The green one has shown up in this session, and I don't know what the fuck that is, so that seems to be a new thing that they've added after that, like, last part of the game, so I'm not really sure what that is quite yet. The game has not told me what that's for. So, eventually I guess the game will explain what that's for, but not yet. Meteorite, used in crafting and magic dash. Okay.
You didn't see that coming.
Hang on. I want to do something, but... You'll see. Okay, I think that works, so if I now go here... Oh, don't tell me I can't... I mean... I guess I can do that. Like, I just wanted to get a good dynamic shot of... Like, I wanted to have the thing turn back here, but... No, I can't move the camera that far back. Unless... Maybe if I do this? I mean, that sort of works, but that's not really... Wait, what does it mean when I have... Oh, it just gets rid of them. It's a cool wavy effect coming from the sword. I guess that angle could work. I don't know if this will be my thumbnail, but... I'd like to get the full sword in there if I can. Maybe if I... I mean, I could work maybe, I'm not sure. So it's kind of hard for me to decide if it looks good or not because of the limitations of the photo mode. Nah, that's not gonna work. Whatever. I mean, that looks alright. Yeah, that looks fine, I guess. That also looks good. Sorry, I'm just a sucker for, like, photo modes. Yeah, that's enough of that. So yeah, its body just kind of lies there when it's dead. Anyways, back to the quest at hand. I'm gonna have to like go back and buy some more potions. I spent 3 of them on that one fight alone.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Wait a minute. 2 quests? Okay then. Yeah, it's probably faster if I just quick travel there.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
I thought I had 2 quests, I misread.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, Before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Another 5 of those weird green points. Quality voice acting. Anyways. See, we got a side quest here, kind of. At least I think that's a side quest. Let me just stock up on potions real quick before I tend to that.
Anything catch your eye?
Nope, that stuff's not good. Nope, none of that stuff is good. Increases stone skin tonic duration by 30 seconds. It could come in handy. Maybe. It's not, it doesn't cost that much. I'll buy it anyway.
There you go.
Wait. Yeah, right, okay, so don't need to equip that. Where is, okay, here it is.
Much obliged. Very well.
I haven't seen this symbol before.
Try not to move.
It's like a green plus.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Was that quest symbol always a green plus? Like, I don't remember it looking like that, unless it's like a different kind of quest icon. In any case, I'm gonna go do this first before I head back.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
But hey, at least we get to see more chocobo, so...
A white feather.
Chocobo feather? Question mark.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's a white chocobo.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
The way he pulled out that sword was really fucking quick. Like, there was no weight to that sword pull. Oh, here come more enemies. Ow.
I'm hurt, Tom.
Ow.
Nice try. Slow.
Yeah, we got this.
Farewell.
Easy.
You're safe now. White Heart, I presume.
Please tell me I can rate this thing. Queh.
Do you know her, boy?
I want to ride this chocobo.
You couldn't be.
Oh, it's that one! Oh, fuck. I didn't even realise.
Ambrosia.
It survived.
It is you. You survived.
Okay, that settles it. We have to fucking ride this thing now. Don't do this to me, game. Don't fucking dangle this in front of me and then tell me I can't ride it.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, well, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully they did. And not only that.
Good voice acting on this guy over here. It made it through unscathed. I don't know why he said it like that, but okay.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
It's like Fable's
She
voice
wants her
acting.
master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems our pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
What you got planned? Ooh. Right, I guess it's official now. We now have a rideable chocobo. Fuck yeah.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
So can I just summon Ambrosia any time? Is that how it works? Some more of those mysterious green points. Ambrosia's tack. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Sharp fang used in crafting. Alright. Yeah, there you go. Chocobo unlocked. Right, how do I summon it? After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia and press X to mount the chocobo. Fuck yeah. Yes! Fucking awesome. How do I run?
Run like the wind.
It's the trigger buttons for running. Okay, this is much better than hoofing it on foot. So I can just summon this in any open field I want.
Thanks, Gal.
That's great. Nice. Oh, by the way, and I don't know if you saw it, you probably weren't here at the time, but I ran into that fucking Monster Rancher ass-looking eyeball Batwing monster, and I died to it. I killed it the second time though, but yeah, I forgot what it was called. I died to the explosion attack it did, the one where it like surrounds you in like a ring of like flames before it like blows everything up within that radius. I don't feel like fighting that thing right now. No, I'm good, thanks. Guess I cannot summon Chocobo while this is happening. It's fine. If I walk far enough, it'll ignore me. Or not. Oh, now he ignores me. What the fuck? Like, he fucking rams me and then he stops engaging? Not only that, but he actively walks past me to go back to where he was originally. Anyways. Right, we're done with that. Let's go back to the hideaway. So I'm so glad that Chocobo is a thing in this game, and that you can... I mean, obviously Chocobos were a thing in the game, but I mean, like, that there's a rideable Chocobo, and that you can use it out in the fields. That was the one thing I wasn't sure about, if it was in this game or not, so I'm happy to see it's here.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head?
Exactly.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath, near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia, Drake's Spine in Waloed, and Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Okay, apparently I can go to this board now. Otto's counter is now open. New facilities. The following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliance Reports, the Patron's Whispers, and the Hunt Board. All three locations are near Otto in the mess. Again, why do the Muggles not have voice acting in this game? Like, that's kind of baffling.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Just shove them out the way. So wait, where was that Moogle again?
That room's as ragged as...
There it is.
All right. What's the matter, Nectar? The Hunt Board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Oh no, Muggles have had voice acting. Albeit in spin-offs, but they've had voice acting. Ah yes, loud vehicles in the background, don't mind that.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Alastia are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
I'm guessing that weird Batwing thing that I killed is on here. Yeah, there is. In Ariman, a member of the Blood Axes stationed at Martha's Rest reported that he had been set upon his marshes, upon in the marshes by an otherworldly horror with a single staring eye. It flicked him on Bonybat's wings, scratching at him with claws, black as night, and sharp as razors. Naturally, he fled in terror, but if a battle-hardened Blood Axe cannot cope with the mere sight of such a creature, what hope do the rest of us have? So yeah, I've done that one already. The Angel of Death. A trader coming by the way of Carrier Novet met with a troop of I'm gonna really be bad at reading today. With a troop of Cursebreakers travelling the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Although the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward their own journey through their pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up at a brisk pace. I don't know if it's just my ability to read is like bad today, or if it's just the text being really small with this weird font that makes it hard for me to read, or if it's both. It's probably both. More so just I'm just bad at reading as a whole. I'm not gonna bother reading that. I get it, there's 2 more monsters for now.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe.
Wait, is this the person that I trade these points into?
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Right, let's see. The Patron's Whisper. Completing side quests will earn Clive renown. So yeah, this is a new mechanic. Inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree, the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Oh, I see. So the more renown you get, the more stuff you get given. Interesting. Berserker ring at 85. So wait, does this actually cost? Like, I'm assuming that this will cost 15 of my 55 to get this. So I think I should just stockpile until I have enough to get these 2. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
I may have more for you.
Well, at least I know what that's for now. It's just a total? Oh, okay, so I can just get them now and not worry about that.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. You earned this.
Oh, you're right. Neat. Okay.
All yours.
Cool.
Come again. I may have more for you.
See a side quest all the way over there. Wait a minute. This way, I guess?
That broom's as ragged as goat's locks.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Can I summon the Chocobo here? Nah. Would be funny if I could summon it here and just run around this, like, base of operations. Let's change the music for now. Alright, that's just no music.
You think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
There we go. That's a good shot. Nice shot of Torgo there. And, you know, the kids as well.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
What do you want? Flame Tongue and Lightning Shard. Yeah, not as good as what I've got already. Nah. Best thing right now is the Levin Bolt, which was 195. Sure.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Where is the shop?
Well, don't just stand there.
Oh god, it's this woman again?
Go on then.
Really don't like this woman. So I guess I can just sell the old weapons, like, there's no real reason for me to keep these anymore.
And be thankful you got that much. You got out else? And be thankful you got that much.
Oops.
I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else?
Oh yeah, I need to sell my materials as well, don't I? The... what would you call it? Yeah, this stuff here.
And be thankful you got that much.
I'm glad that the game tells me which things are only used for trading for money.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
Because in a lot of RPGs, it's like you have to look that shit up, or you have to figure out, oh, it's only used for getting money.
And be thankful you got that much. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Bitch. Oh. I haven't been to this part of the base yet.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Okay. Right, so I need to deliver them down there. Is there a quick travel obelisk here? No? Fine. Wish I could ride the chocobo now. Just to get there quicker. So apparently this game, it's sold, considering it's a $70 game and it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive, you know, instead of being a $60 game and being multi-platform, it hasn't sold the best,
And you say Sid
but
built this place?
it's still successful by most people's like metrics. Like, it sold about 3 million already, but to Square Enix that's like, no, that's not enough. And I'm like, well, what is enough then? 3 million's still good for a game that, again, that's like $70 and is like exclusive to one platform. So I don't know what exactly they were expecting with that circumstance, but whatever.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Alright, here you go. Yeah, I notice big companies tend to never be happy with their sales numbers unless it does like ridiculous numbers.
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
We said the same thing about the 2013 Tomb Raider.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Cut.
Right, so I have to actually go back there and thank him. Okay. Who the fuck to get back there the quickest?
But these beauties are as sweet as you like.
The design of this area is a bit of a mess. Yep, brooms is ragged as... Sorry, that's like the third time I've heard her say that. Every time I walk by her, it's always the same line. That broom is ragged as... Ooh. Oh. Like, it's cool this game has quick travel points in the overworld, but some quick travel points around the base would have also been nice. cut down on this needless running back and forth. Could have saved me like a solid minute or two. Oh. Wait, inspect? What's this? Marble tendrils. After excising from the trunk, dry for 3 to 5 turns of the sun until brittle to the touch. Grind in mortar and add warm Kuro milk to remedy gout, melancholy, and moon sickness. Caution recommended when harvesting, as the host may grow disquieted. I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay. Anyway, here's the person.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Alright. 10 more, what's that term again? Renown? 10 more renown, among other things. Alright.
It's not the
Any other side quests in this area? Nope, doesn't look like it. I think we can just go to the map now. So there's no other place I can go to right now. So let's go here instead.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Hey, Pixel. When I get a moment to, I want to show you something amazing.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines. Right, so
How far do you
Pixel.
think your
Oh,
mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
I'll wait for you to finish talking.
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Anyways, right, so Pixel, guess what I unlocked while you were gone? I unlocked a chocobo. I can summon it anywhere I want in the open world now. Well, you don't know what I mean, like the fields. Oh. Did not mean to do that, but that's okay. I can run away from it. Right, let me try something real quick. Oh. Here we go. God, that looks so good. Yeah, so this is a special chocobo. It's called Ambrosia. Let me. Sorry, I have to remember what button does what. Now, I want a nice like picture here. This looks pretty good. I think this might be my thumbnail for this part. You know, I'm gonna try something. Hang on a second, chat. Give me one moment. I'm actually gonna do something. You'll see in a minute. I just need to. I need to grab the necessary assets to try something out here. So I've never done this on my streams before, but what if? 1 second, please. Just making the necessary preparations. You'll see in just a sec. Okay, so what I was thinking of doing is... 1 second, almost ready. Right, so what if I did this? Yeah. Yeah, that looks good, actually. I just ripped the asset out of my like project file, and yeah, that does look good. That does look good. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Behind the scenes with Mel. I figured, you know what, I keep talking about thumbnails for my parts because I always go through like my VOD afterward and be like, okay, what's the most eye-catching or interesting part of the session to make a thumbnail out of? But yeah, when there's a photo mode in play, I'm like, yeah, this could make thumbnail stuff more easy for me. This could also be a good angle, actually. Yeah, there you go. I raise that a little bit. And you get to see some, like, enemies back there. That makes it even more dynamic. Yeah, there you go. Right, that's enough of that. I think I'm settled on it then. That's going to be my thumbnail for this part. This game looks really nice.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like...
Just that person in the background just saying random shit while all this is going down.
Stranger.
Yeah, it's not as good as what I've got.
Fare you well?
Speak with several of the villagers, 0 out of 2. So wait a minute, what is the literal definition of several? Because I don't think it's 2. I feel like it's more than 2. Define several. Let's see now. Several, more than 2 but not too many. Pronoun, more than 2 but not too many. Adjective, separate or respective. Right, so yeah, it just means more than 2. I just find it funny that it says, okay, speak with several people and then the actual quantity is 2.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Ambrosia are sending nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself. That's a fair old scar.
Oh, where's the other one? Oh, we're down here.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Okay. Let me save the game real quick. I haven't done that in a while. Castlevania Advanced Collection is getting a physical release via limited run games. The pre-orders go up at the end of the month. That's cool. I might consider getting that because that's a really cool thing to see, getting a physical release.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, Who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
We did get a new ally. Their name is Ambrosia. Speaking of...
Faster! This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Oh, it's these things.
We've seen more and more
How do
of
I...
these echoes.
Wait a minute.
What do you
Dismount?
think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
Yeah.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Get him!
So we got these weird-ass robot things out in the fields now.
Good girl.
Hey there, Pixel.
You deserve a rest. Let's go. More of my mother's men. Be safe.
I know I've probably said this before, but some of the environment in this game really does remind me of Xenoblade Chronicles. I mean, look at this, for example.
You deserve a rest.
I like how it just disappears without a trace. Alright. I like how even Jill gets her own chocobo when I'm doing this. I'm guessing if I get any additional party members, they'll just ride their own chocobos. I get the special one though.
Be safe.
It's over.
Ready, go?
Right, I think we're close to our destination.
Don't get surrounded.
Yeah, these guys are easy. Wait, what the hell? Excuse me? Okay then. First of all, I was trying to aim for that guy that was next to me. I was aiming for a completely different target. Second of all, how did he die? I didn't hit him. Oh, okay. Anyways.
Good girl.
Oh. Sadly, you cannot fight with the chocobo. You have to dismount to fight. I mean, you can use the chocobo to run away from the fight. That's pretty much all you can do with it in battle. That voice acting, though. Stay down! Right, here we go.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
I'll show you a true shield to Rosaria. Garuda!
Well, that was easy. Yeah, those guys were a fucking joke. They talked a big game, but now they just died in like 10 seconds.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
That's fine, we got chocobos to help us.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Oh. Alright, we're here. Goodbye. I love how it just runs off into the unseen area and then it like just vanishes. Oh wait, there's another thing over there.
Come on.
Let me go grab that real quick and then we'll come back. I don't want to miss any grabbables in case there's some good stuff. Ah, really? Just 5 gil? Like, I have over 30,000, that's not much.
Be safe.
Right. Oh, right. Gotta press R2 to open these doors.
Find something, boy. Death.
Quick question, Deej, if you're still there, what is the name... Sorry to pause the cutscene right there, but I can't speak while the cutscene's playing out. So, quick question, Deej, if you're still there, what do you call that function on the DualSense where the like triggers have like resistance to them? Is it like resistive triggers, adaptive triggers? Like I forget what they call them. Adaptive, right. I'm asking because I'm going to see if there's a way to turn that off for this game. Not a big fan of them. Yep, everyone here is dead.
Doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive...
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Can't summon Chocobo
This is
here?
no time to ride.
What do you mean? Oh, I cannot ride the Chocobo inside the place, right?
Bridge. No, I doubt
Yeah, I should probably turn that. Like, every time I try running with the Chocobo, it keeps doing that, like, adaptive trigger thing. I don't want that. So how do I turn that shit off? Should be under trigger effect intensity. What submenu is that under? It's in the PS5 settings itself. Can I just turn it off for this game only? Or do I have to like go through the menus, like the PS5 stuff to do that? I mean there's vibration, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be a way to turn that off in this game. Right, well if I must then continue playing and let me figure it out, okay then.
Pyre would let us cross over to Rosa.
I'll deal with it for now. Oh shit, you can attack with a Chocobo! I didn't know that! Oh, that's amazing. That's fucking badass. Sadly, I went out of the area of the fighting, so the fight just kind of ended there, but I love that I can do that. Sadly, I can't really use my special attacks while I'm doing this. You know, my iconic feats and whatnot. But I just find that hilarious, the attack with the Chocobo. Right, well, that's enough of that for now.
Thanks, Gal.
Let me just actually beat the shit out of these guys properly. There we go. Okay, Ambrosia, you can come back now.
I can walk from here.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Sorry, I thought a cutscene was about to start there because I just got forced off of the chocobo.
I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
Wait, what's that? Inspect. In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Okay. Oh, it says the same thing on all sides.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Is it just me or did that chocobo's neck kind of like go weird there for a moment? How do I save clips again? I might look at that later. Okay, so I cannot ride the chocobo in towns or like areas with NPCs. How close am I to leveling up actually? Okay, I'm still a ways away from level 27.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
I can't seem to find a way to turn it off for one game, but it's easy enough to turn back on. Okay, well, let me do that real quick then. It's just every time I have to run with Chocobo, the adaptive trigger thing kicks in and I kinda hate it, so I would much rather... Like, here's the thing, it doesn't do that... It doesn't do that when, like, you're in the middle of combat, it only does it when you're, like, running with the Chocobo. And if I'm going to be doing that a lot, I'd much rather turn that off. So it's under accessibility, you said? Ah, here it is. And controllers. Trigger effect intensity. Yeah, turn that off for now. Okay, that's much better. Because it kept doing that thing when it was like resisting when I was like trying to push it down.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Which seems highly unnecessary for this mechanic.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy!
Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever! Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough
Fuck off!
Find the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your sties!
For the future, the quicker way is to press the home button, scroll to controller, and then open controller settings. That'll take you to the page straight away. Right, got it.
We'll need to find another way in.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind for future use.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
The only other time they use it in this game, I'm going to pause this for a second before they start speaking again. The only other time it's used in this game is when you're holding R2 to open big doors, which I can kind of understand, like, the reasoning behind that, and it's so infrequent that it doesn't bother me too much, even though it is a little bit weird that it has to, like, use the adaptive triggers for that part. But yeah, when it's like, I get the chocobo and it's like, okay, I'm gonna run now, gotta press R2, oh, it's pushing back a bit, that's a bit annoying. And I had to do that like every 5 seconds, it's like, yeah, no.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black Lake Burns. So I'll play this for a little bit longer before I call it for the day.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Oh, you can jump with the chocobo as well, that's cool. Stay down! That really doesn't sound like Clive when he says that.
Come on.
Hey there, MSP. Check it out, I've got a chocobo now. Oh, you can even flap the wings if you hold the jump button for a bit, that's cool. Sadly, I have to say goodbye to the chocobo for now. But I can summon it at any time. But, by the way, I just noticed something funny. So the way you summon the chocobo, it just kind of appears out of nowhere.
Let's go.
And it runs off camera, and then you turn around and it's just not there anymore. So what if it runs off to the left, so what if I just stand here and it'll just apparently run through the gate?
Straight home now.
Yeah, there you go. It just goes through the gate. Let me see if I can get it angled so that I can actually see it going through the gate.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Moving on now.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Sadly, I can't summon the chocobo in these kind of areas where it's like enclosed.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
But it's cool that I can use it for the open field areas.
Not abandoned then.
Oh, hey.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Alright, well I guess we're killing some people then. Alright. Easy. Made short work of those soldiers as well.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be.
Oh wait, I know
Was that
him.
when you died.
That was the guy from the start of the game, was it not? That helped me fight the gremlins, the orcs.
Forgive me, my
Yeah,
lord.
it's those guys.
I knew not whom I
Wait.
addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Yes, they survived as well.
We can speak inside.
Goblins, that's the word I was looking for. What did I call them? Fucking goblins? Not goblin. I said something else. The names escaped me now. Gremlins. I called them gremlins.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Right, so I'm going to be ending the stream soon, but I'll do this one last thing. Probably won't take me too long. Guardian Quartermaster.
What is it you require?
Okay, so I can buy stuff here. Yeah, none of that stuff is as good as what I've got. I've got almost 40k, I can buy another elixir.
As you wish, my lord. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Right, I'll make this the last quest for the night. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen on lending their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may also choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Right, so Wade is now with us, I think. Yep. So we got a temporary third-party member tagging along. How do I... Nope, not looking at that. How do I check their attributes if I can even do that? Guess not.
We'll keep them from the... May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say...
Yep, he gets his own chocobo as well.
It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since. There they are. On your command, my lord.
Right, let me do a quick save before we go ahead and take care of these guys. Oh, there's an icon for Wade as well. Yeah, check that out.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Alright, time to make short work of these guys.
On these our swords we swear.
hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Garuda!
Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
That's better.
Oh, so I almost died there. But we're fine. Another fucking wyvern? Thankfully that's an easy one. It's not like the massive ones. Ooh, we got a mini boss here.
Stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Night of the Lasting Dark. Oh yeah, one of these guys? Okay. Ow. Nice.
So wait! Found her. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You ain't finish him.
Easy. Alright, I'll see you later, Pixel. I'm going to be ending the stream in a few minutes anyway, but you take care. Used in crafting, yeah, these are all crafting materials.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good.
Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Alright. I've got 20 more renown for that. I think after this cutscene I'm gonna call it for the day.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Alright, well, I got another seal.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Square Enix is bringing back Gex? Really? I know that they own Gex, but I didn't think they would bring that one back. You know, didn't Square Enix... Shut up, Jill. Didn't Square Enix recently just unload a bunch of IPs and stuff to, like, different companies or something? Like, they were basically getting rid of a bunch of them, like, if I remember, like, about half a year ago. I'm kind of surprised they kept Gex, all things considered. They just announced a trilogy? Oh. Okay then, I thought it was just going to be a single game. That's surprising. I've never played a Gex game, actually. Probably nothing to write home about, the old Gex games, but I know it's got a bit of a cult following, but yeah.
Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
I've seen what the 3D one looks like. It looks like an okay 3D
Imagine my
platformer.
surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Guess who's doing the physical release? Limited run games again, I'm guessing? Interesting.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Wait, Tomba's coming to PS4, PS5, Switch, and Steam? What? Can I get a link to that?
I have a favour to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale
Oh, it
of
was
your
announced by Limited Run
miraculous
Games?
preservation of an
Alright.
empty stomach.
I'll have a look at that after I'm done streaming then.
Go on, sit.
Well, I'm glad to see that Tomba is coming back and it's actually going multi-platform. I thought it would be stuck on PlayStation because, you know, the people who made that game, I believe Sony owns their assets. I'm not sure.
Did you?
Also, I cannot speak over this cutscene. I'm sorry for pausing it, but I have to, like, finish my thought. Like, the developers, like, I might be wrong on this, but I did research, like, a while back, and from what I understand, the original developers of Tomba, I think they're called Whoopee Camp, they went bankrupt, and I believe all their assets went straight to Sony Entertainment, or like a division of Sony. So, in some ways, I think they own Tomba, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'm kind of surprised to see it's coming to Switch and Steam as well. I mean, not so much Steam, because there are some Steam games that are like, you know, PS5 games that are on Steam, but coming to Switch, that's interesting. I'm really curious who owns the rights to Tomba then, if it's not Sony. Anyways, I guess I'll quickly check out the lore for this guy. Byron Rosfield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and Warden of Port Isolde. After the duchy was incorporated into the Empire and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened to avoid the drawing of the Empire's ire and to keep the attentions from his support for the Guardians of the Flame.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Like I said, as soon as the game's cutscenes are over and I get a chance to save, I'm gonna stop. Hopefully it won't go on for much longer because I'm about ready to call it.
Over there. Go on.
Plus, I want to have a
It's a
look at
fine
that
ship,
thing in a
isn't
minute,
she?
so...
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Right, so I think this is a good place to stop for now, so let me quickly save my progress. Once again, I did not mean to do that. Right, so save. Right, so before I stop, I'm going to quickly show you guys something, since it was just linked to me. Hang on. So, as Dee's just said in the chat there, Tomba is apparently coming back. Like the original one, so here's the trailer for it. I just downloaded it while that cutscene was playing. I don't know if anyone remembers me streaming this game like several years ago, but this is a fun like 2.5D platformer for the PlayStation. Like, I thought Sony owned this game, like the rights to this game was Sony, but I guess not. I'm gonna look into that afterward, but yeah. From what I understand, the original developers of this game went bankrupt, and then I think all their assets went to Sony Entertainment. At least it was something like that. I forgot if it was exactly like that, but yeah, this game was fun. They're just showing the full intro FMV for this trailer. You know, there's a Tomba 2. I wonder if that's going to end up getting a modern re-release, because I'd be down for that. I've never played Tomba 2. They got the original devs working on this one. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think the original developers were called Whoopee Camp. Coming to Carbon Engine? Never heard of that. Yeah, there you go, Whoopee Camp. I remember that because they had a very distinct like opening boot screen, like when you boot the game up and you see like the company logo, and it was just like bouncy letters forming the word Whoopee Camp. So yeah, Limited Run is like publishing this one, and it's coming to PS5, PS4, coming to Switch, which is interesting, and it's coming to Steam as well. So that's good, nice to see it's coming to modern platforms. No Xbox though, which is weird, but hey, I'm not complaining too much because it's coming to most things. Nice to see that it's coming to Steam in particular, because that means that this game will be available for many years to come. I'll probably end up picking up a physical copy for Switch and maybe like double dip and buy a Steam copy, just so I can play it on my Steam Deck as well, or whatever. Yeah, I hope that this does well so that they can get Tomba 2 released as like in the future, because that would be nice. So yeah, I just wanted to show that real quick since that was just brought to my attention. And I don't know if anyone remembers me streaming that years ago, but that was a game that I really enjoyed. When did I stream that actually? Let me check. I streamed Tomba back in 2019, so it has been a hot minute since I last played that game. Don't know if I'll do a stream of it again. Like, my original playthrough is still on YouTube, so it's not like I need like a reason to archive a new playthrough if my old one's still there. I don't know. I'll probably just play it in my own time, but it's cool that it's coming back. if they do end up remastering and porting Tomba 2 to modern platforms, I will definitely give that a stream. I think that would be fun to do. So yeah, for now we're just going to stop here. I think this is a good place to end because I feel like there's going to be a lot more happening soon in terms of the story and action. I'm not going to do that right now. I've been playing this for like over 3 hours. So we can do more Final Fantasy XVI again either later this week or sometime in the coming week. So yeah, thank you all for dropping by. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me play Final Fantasy for a bit. There will be more of this again real soon, and I'm glad that I managed to get a chocobo in this game. Like, so far that's been one of my favourite things about the game. Yeah, forget about the combat, riding the chocobo is where it's at. In all seriousness though, it is fun to just like ride around with a, you know, a chocobo. As it usually should be in Final Fantasy, I guess. But yeah, more Final Fantasy XVI soon.